Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today we're reading When You Get Mad at Them by me. So let's get into it. Midoriya. He hardly ever made you get mad at him. He was very sweet and understanding, so it was often that you would make him mad. And even then, that sort of thing happened once in a blue moon. So, when he did make you mad, he did the same as he would do to you. He hugged him tightly, kissing his cheek, and telling him that he needed to get away for now, because he didn't want to argue with him. He understood, albeit he looked sad, but he gave you a little kiss in return, and let go of you, watching as you left the house, and hoping he could talk to you soon. Bakugo. He was being very disrespectful right now. You and him were visiting your friends, and he started disrespecting you, masking it as just a joke, when it clearly was not a joke. Even the way he looked at you when he said it was clear that he was just not joking, and you knew it. And the two of you had started arguing then, with your friends as bystanders. Kirishima tried to calm you down, but if Bakugo was scary, well then, you were terrifying when you were angry, and he honestly did not want to anger you further. He let you argue with him, your voice, louder than even Bakugo's as you argued. After you said what you had to say, you shoved him away and left the room, as everybody stared in confusion, and the scene that had just transpired in front of them. Todoroki had gotten mad at him, because he always acted uncaring about whatever you told him. Not only did you feel like your feelings were invalid, you felt like he didn't even care about being with you. You had told him about dates, and ideas you had for them, but he just nodded and hummed along, telling you to choose whatever you like. If you wanted to choose whatever you liked, why would you be telling him in the first place? You wanted his opinion. You wanted to feel like he was with you, but you always failed to do that, and you were upset. Sure, you had learned to be patient with him, but it was getting too much. You started by being passive-aggressive at first, acting like you didn't care about him as well. Eventually you got the hint, and tried to talk to you to see what's wrong, and it ended up in an argument, where you yelled at him as he rationally tried to talk you down, throwing in snarky comments when he got too mad. Eventually, when he got too tired of you, he told you to leave and do as you please, and that you couldn't care less. That time, he did leave, and he couldn't talk to you for weeks, and it took a long time for you two to be back together again. Kaminari. You had caught him flirting, again. He had promised you to stop, and you trusted him this time, but apparently, he just said that to get you off his back. And when you caught him, you felt betrayed, and lied to. He had promised, and now, seeing him like this, it didn't help. You had then begged for your forgiveness, as you blocked him on all devices and locked your dorm. You wouldn't talk to him, even during class and training. You just totally ignored him, and after 2 weeks, you said you'd give him another chance, and this time, he never broke his promise again, knowing that he'd truly lose everything if he did. Kirishima. Kirishima always tried to be understanding and gentle with you, and he never failed to make you happy. But problems are bound to happen in any relationship, and as such, they happened to you too, even when he never tried to make you mad himself. Valentine's Day was a week after. and he had told you he was going to the gym, but he was lying. He was with Mina, and they were shopping. He was trying to find a gift for you with the help of Mina, because she always knew just what to pick. But he didn't understand that, nor did he want you to know. So when you asked Sero to tell you about where Kirishima was in the gym, because he wanted to tell him something, and he didn't find him, and later you waited for him and found him with Mina, well, your thoughts couldn't be farther from the truth, and it hurt him to know that you could think about him that way, and he tried his best to make you understand, but he left before he could speak to you. It took some nudging from the Baku squad until you two talked, and Mina had explained herself. You had then apologized and promised to give him more credit next time, and he was just happy to have you back to him again, and he hoped that next time you'd be more understanding of what he wanted to do. Sero, well, he was going through a hard time himself. He wasn't doing very well in training, and he wanted to work harder on himself, to be a better hero, and to have good grades. After all, that was what everyone wanted when you were in UA. So it was fair. Eventually he went too overboard with that, ignoring your calls and messages, and not even coming to eat dinner with you, and missing your weekly dates. You're upset, because you'd work so hard to every single date, and sometimes you'd even make special dinner for him, and he'd act like it was nothing. Sure, sometimes he would just say I'm sorry, and that he won't do it again, but it kept happening over and over, and it was tearing your heart apart. So I told him that if he didn't want to keep a relationship a thing, and just didn't want you to be together, he could be honest about it. You swore he almost teared up as you hugged too close, kissing your hair as he murmured to you comforting words, and apologized. He then asked you for a second chance, to show you that he truly cared about your relationship, and that he wanted to be with you forever, and you had given him just that. The next week, he didn't miss any of your dates, and he always ate dinner with you, while making sure to still train, and you even offered to spar with him and help him sometimes. And he could finally get help for what he was struggling with, and the two of you were finally back to normal again.